Hey guys, I'm back with a new video. In this video, we'll start with a new topic, and that is iterators in JavaScript. So the first question that must come to our mind is, what are iterators? Now iterators are kind of pointers that are used to loop over any collection in JavaScript. Till now we have seen for loops and higher order functions like for each to loop over the arrays, or methods to iterate over the keys of the object like object.keys, which I have discussed in one of the videos. The link for that video can be found down below. Now to understand about iterators, let us go over this diagram. Now on your screen you can see a diagram, and to define an iterator we use symbol.iterator, which is an object, or you can say an iterable, and this will return us an iterator on which we can call next function, and this will return us an object of the shape with a value and done property. Now if this done property that you have on this object is set to false, or it's evaluated to false, then you can call next again to fetch the next value. Otherwise, if the done property comes out to be true, the iterator cannot give more values. So this is what is represented by this diagram. Now consider this example. Given an array, if you want to iterate over the elements of an array, the choices that you must be aware of are loops. But is there any other way to iterate over a collection of elements or an iterable? Well, yes, there is one, which I will show you in just a minute. Now if we make use of a for loop, so our conventional for loop looks something like this. So if you want to iterate over this game's collection, you can use a for loop, or you can use a while loop, or you can even use a for of loop. So what JavaScript does here is that it supports a protocol called as the iterable protocol, by which arrays can be used by control structures like for of and the spread operator to iterate through the data sequentially, and that is why they are known as iterables. So iterables are data structures, and they provide us a mechanism to allow other consumers to publicly access the elements in a sequential manner. So we will go over one, to iterate over elements in a sequential order. Now one thing you need to understand about this is that the iterable protocol can be explained by two things: the iterable, which in this case is our data structure, and the iterator, which is a pointer that moves over the iterable. One thing to remember is that when an array is used in a for loop, the iterable property is called, which returns as an iterator. So the iterator property is namespaced under symbol.iterator, and the object that it returns can be used on an interface that is shared by all the looping control structures. So now comes the symbol.iterator thing, which helps us to define an iterator. So now we know that an iterator moves over the data structure or your iterable and provides the elements to us in a sequential order. The object that is returned to us by the iterable contains a value and a done property, as I explained in the diagram, where the value is your current data value pointed by the iterator, and done is a boolean which marks whether the iterator has reached the end of our iterable data structure or not. So as discussed, if we have reached to the end of the data structure, the iterator will stop giving more values. Otherwise you can call next each time to get a new value. So next let us see how we can define an iterator, and this was all about the theory pertaining to iterators that I wanted to cover. Always remember the logical rule that once the done property comes out to be true, the iterator will stop giving us more values, because in that case our iterable is totally consumed and it has no more values to give. Let us see this in action now. So back in my Visual Studio Code, let us define an object, and I will name it as uppercase C courses, and set that to an object. And inside this, let us nest an object, and I will name it as topics. So using the curly braces, and let us define some key value pairs pertaining to our topics object. So first let us define the web development key, and set that to an array, and I will set it to some course names, or you can say technology names. So modern web development, Angular, React, Vue, then Android development, and set that to Android Nano Degree by Udacity, Android training. Then say machine learning, set that to an array, machine learning A-Z, data scientist, nanodegree by Udacity, data analyst nanodegree by Udacity. So now we have defined our topics object. So right inside the courses object, let us define an iterator by saying symbol.iterator, and we'll make use of the square braces notation. So symbol.iterator, and this is a function. So now right inside the iterator function, let us define some variables. Let us get all the courses pertaining to specific topics. The topics namely web development, Android development, machine learning. So as you can see, for each topic, which is the key of our topics object, we can get the values pertaining to each topic key, namely these values, which we want to collect for each topic key. So here I can use object.values to grab the values for all the topic keys. So I can say const courses by topic object.values and pass on the topics. So this topics. Now this here points to the courses object, and if we say topics, we are referring to this object, and we are grabbing these values and collecting them in an array. Now let us define two variables, one for cycling over the courses, which are these ones. So these are our courses pertaining to each topic, as you can see. So for that I will define a variable course index and set that to 0, and one for cycling over the topics which represent the keys, namely web development, Android development and machine learning. So let topic index, set that to 0. Next what we need to do is to return an object. Let us define a next function. So return, and here I will define a next function, and right here check for the course index. So if I say courses by topic index, this will now give me the courses. If I say courses by topic index, this will give me the courses pertaining to the topic pointed to by the topic index. So if we are pointing to this topic, then we will get these courses using this index, which is pointing to web development. If the topic index is pointing to Android development, then we will get these courses. And then if I take on the length of that, so for the very first topic, you can see we are having 4 courses. So what we can do here is that if the course index, so course index is a variable that is moving over the list of courses that we collected here. So what will happen here is that first the topic index will be set to 0 and your course index is also 0. So topic index will remain 0 and you will iterate over all the courses pertaining to web development. Then what will happen is topic index will get incremented by 1, so it will move to Android development. Now because the course index is at index 3, we will set that to 0, so we can start from here and print these two. Then finally when course index is 2, we'll set it back to 0 and topic index will be 2. So again we can iterate over these as well. So the check here will be that if the course index is greater than or equal to 4, which is for the very first topic, web development, then we will increment the topic index to move to the next topic, which is Android development, and set the course index to 0 as explained for the next topic. So let us write that check here. If course index is greater than equals to courses by topic index dot length, here we will increment the topic index by 1 to move to the next topic, and set the course index to 0 so that we can look for all the courses pertaining to the current topic which is sitting at this index that we got after incrementing the topic index, and then we can render these courses one by one. So this was our very first condition. Now if topic index comes out to be greater than or equal to the courses by topic dot length, that is we are done iterating over all the courses pertaining to all of these 3 topics, then let us return the object that I explained you about in the slides, and this will have a value property of undefined. So the condition is if topic index is greater than equals to courses by topic dot length return value set at to undefined, and we will set the done property to true. So value will be undefined because we don't have any value to return, and we'll set the done property to true, which marks the iterator cannot give any more values now. Now here you can see that courses by topic is an array of arrays, and in turn each element represents an array of courses. So this is your first element of your courses by topic array that you got by this operation. This is your second element of courses by topic, and this is your third element of courses by topic. So each element here in courses by topic represent an array of courses pertaining to each of our three topics. So courses by topic dot length will resolve to 3, and that is why if the topic index is greater than or equals to 3, this means we are done iterating over all the courses. We can say that our iterator cannot generate any more values, so we can set the value to undefined and done to true, right? And if we do have more values in our iterable, we can continue emitting them, and done will get evaluated to false in that case each time we have a value. Once our topic index covers all the topics, then we will have no more value to emit, which you can see from this case. So we'll return an object marking a value of undefined and done to true. But if we do have some values to emit, then we can return a value by saying courses by topic of the courses of the current topic, by saying courses by topic topic index, and to move over all the courses pertaining to the current topic, I can use the course index and say ++ to move over all the courses pertaining to some topic, and here we can set done to false. So now we are done with the implementation of our symbol.iterator and the next function. Let us try the above code. Now to iterate over our courses iterable, for that we can make use of the for of loop that we just discussed. So I can say iterating over our courses iterable for let course of courses and console.log course, and for each course that we have for all our topics, we are printing them to the console. As a side note, remember the for of loop has a built-in mechanism to consume iterables until the done value evaluates to true. So let us go back to the browser to see what we get. You can see all of our courses are getting rendered to the console. First we are getting the web development courses, then the courses pertaining to Android development, and then the courses pertaining to machine learning. Now this was consuming iterables with a loop, but what if I want to consume iterables without any loop? For that we can follow the below steps. I would highly recommend you to make a note of the below steps. So steps to consume the iterable without any loop. The very first step is to get the iterator from the iterable. Getting the iterator from the iterable. So let course iterator set that to courses, and then we have the symbol.iterator function, which we can invoke like this. Next we will call the next function on our course iterator manually until we stop getting a value. Now once we stop getting a value, that means our done property got evaluated to true. Then calling the next function won't work. So let us print the values that we get by calling the next function on the course iterator. So calling the next function on the iterator. So console.log course iterator.next, and let us paste this multiple times, and let us go back to the browser to see what we get. Now here you can see we are getting the object of the shape that I discussed with the value property and the done property. So first we are getting the first value, then the done property is evaluated to false because we have more values to work on, and then we got Angular, so done is evaluated to false again, React, Vue, and we keep on moving. Now once we get a value of undefined, we set the done property to true, because now the iterator has no more values to give. So this was all I wanted to cover about iterators in JavaScript. If you liked the video, do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get the notification for all the upcoming uploads, and I will see you guys in the very next video where we will discuss about generators in JavaScript.